In the big scale of things, you need to know when to jump off the pendulum so you're not getting affected by that, because the pendulum will swing to the left and to the right. And as long as you're alive, you are part of the swing, unless you know how to master the key and jump out of the swing and know when to jump in and out. And we're all going to leave one day, and then it doesn't matter.
Don't need you. Tell me what I can and can't do. I'm in charge of what I feel. It's just a game I play for fun, but I already.
Hi, my name is Amie. Like, comment, and subscribe to Lux Media Studios. They are awesome.
Hey everyone, welcome to Loving Your Life, Be Authentically You with me, Amie. I am so happy to have you here. We are going to have a fantastic episode. I can't wait to introduce my guest. But first, if you like the music at the beginning, that is my daughter, Truistina, Truistina. You can go check her out on all the platforms. She has some music videos on YouTube, and she's doing some more stuff. So go show her some love. Also, if you're in the need of some happiness, because happiness is internal, it doesn't mean what's on the outside. The outside can come at you, can hit you like a ton of bricks, but it's about internal happiness. Come check out my happiness coaching at thetruehappiness.com, where I would love to help you achieve your true happiness. But without further ado, I have the amazing Rafi from Rafi's Lounge here. I am so excited to have you.
Thank you. And I'm so excited to be here.
So, Rafi, tell me about yourself. What do you do and who are you? All of that stuff.
I'm going to start with a short description because everybody asks me, what am I? What do I do? First and most, I see myself as an artist. And from there, everything else. So if you really see yourself as an artist, then you start to look at life as art no matter where you go. And that makes everything so much more interesting because then you see every day the world from the eyes of a child. So really, that's what I am. Everything over and above is just extension of an artist.
Wow, I love that because that is hard. I think we lose a lot of that as we become an adult and have our own business and different things. We lose to be childlike.
Yes, completely. And that's the disconnection that we have. That we grow and when we're kids we wow everything, right? We get excited to see a fly, a dragonfly, a butterfly, whatever it is, a dog, an ocean, a dolphin, a tree, a fruit, a person, and then we lose it slowly. And we're excited about more of the material world. Things that and it's okay to be excited about people creating things because it's their art. But the material world are things that not being designed to really accomplish inner happiness, but rather than outer happiness. And inner happiness being brought from God without any efforts. And it doesn't need much to see it, except your eyes, your ears, your smell, your taste, your senses.
Yes.
So yeah.
So how do you go about doing that then? Because, the world is around us, but it's how do you go internally into your happiness? What are your steps?
I can tell you a few things. First of all, when you talk about esoteric study, they always say that we differentiate the spiritual world from the physical world because the physical world is limited by 5 senses. But people always see it as limitation, I see it as blessing. That's the first thing. To see the blessing in our 5 senses. To be able to go into sometime, I can tell you as a man, sometime a woman, I turn my head right away just because the scent is so wow. Or I go to a temple in Thailand and the scent of the temple and the incense will capture me right away. I look at them, I sit in my lounge and there's like little corners that nobody sees. There's like little flowers. And then I look at them and suddenly I see this little flower that has so much texture and patterns to it that nobody even pay notice that I'm like, wow. So is with the ears, so is with music, right?
Yes.
And your daughter that is a musician, you sit and you see people and say, wow, right?
Yes.
And and you need to stop and appreciate the moment. So you want to grow spiritually, that's great, but understand what the physical level, because it is an extension of the spiritual. It's not two separate things. Understand why you're here and how can you use it, rather than how can I go higher? No, you have everything here. Like they say, heaven and hell is here. You choose. We gave you everything. It's hell if you don't pay attention to what's here. It's heaven if you start to seize the moment. So seize the moment. And then everything become a canvas every day, because everybody's an artist. A shoemaker is an artist. Somebody who making food in a restaurant is an artist. When you get food, it's so important. It's a feast of the eye. First of all, it's a feast of the smell. Secondly, and then come the taste. You have to go through so many things. Even the noise. When you cook and you hear all the things going, right? It's like, so somebody go to the kitchen. Ooh, it smells good. I heard you doing right. I
Yeah.
heard you. Then I smell it. Oh, wow, it looks good. Then you taste it, right? Allow all your senses to be engaged 24/7. That will keep you in the moment. Instead of, imagine that right now we say, well, I wish I could be there. I wish I could be there. You're not going to think about the smell. You're not going to think about anything. But when I take people for meditation, I tell them, think about the smell. Think about the things that when you were somewhere that you really like. That will do a recollection to some thoughts that you didn't have before. That will bring some joy. Oh, wow, I remember I was on the ocean. Sense, feeling, right? Touching, all those things that we leave alone. So then you create a canvas. You create a canvas from everything. When I come to Rafi Lounge, I see it every day as an open canvas. That's why every day, and you know it, I bring a new flower, I bring a new tree, a new fruit tree, a new butterfly, a new bird, a new dog. I bring whatever, because every day I feel that I'm repainting my art, you know? And if you see it like that, you're so excited about life every day, because every day you look forward to go painting. When I study art in Thailand, in Chiang Mai, in all those places in Tibet, I was so excited I could hardly go to sleep. I felt guilty to sleep, because when I study Kung Fu, it's an art. That's why I say, you said to me, what am I first? I'm an artist. But there's so many facets to this art. My lounge is just a piece of art that I share with the rest of the people. That's all it is.
Wow. I
Yes.
love that. I think that that is so profound because everything is really miraculous. There are so many miracles happening around us that we don't see. And if
Yes.
we're in our moment, in the present moment with our senses, that's when we can really see it rather than living in the past or the future or trying to not live in the here and the now.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a problem that it's a sad problem, because we also live on the phones. And even when we are in the live now, we try to seize the moment just so that anybody can see it, but you miss on the moment. But I had I think it was a meditation or a lecture, and I said to everybody, I think what was it for? It was for the full moon or something. And I said, oh, it was for an event that we're doing once a month now. That is an amazing event, and it's called Elements. And in the event, I said to them, I'm going to teach you now the 5 animals Qigong, but I'm asking you first, there will be a time that I will ask you to pick up the phone and take pictures of the screen, and you can take all the pictures that you want. But I'm also asking you the opposite. When I teach you now, do not bother with your phones at all. I don't care that I'm not on your social media. I don't care that nobody will know what I did or what I teach you. The opposite. I want you to capture it for yourself. Because if you be on your phone, I can't promise you that you will enjoy my session. You will lose it, right?
Yes.
So we have so many tools that are available to us from the beginning of time to enjoy the moment. and so many tools in this sanctuary of losing the moment. What do you choose again?
Yeah.
What do you choose? The world of social media is huge, and it's been needed for other things, but understand that it's there to serve you and not you to become the slave to it.
Ooh, that was good. Serve you, but not be a slave to it.
Yes.
Believing Before Seeing, a new bestseller by Candace Barr. Order your copy today.
That's the biggest challenge, I think, of our generation. The biggest.
Yeah.
We have so much anxiety that happened to the kids. Korea, that was in the gaming already in the early 2000s, it was the highest rate of suicide for kids because they were all on the computer and gaming. It became a national issue that been addressed. You know, when you go to the people that do NFT, there's a saying called touch the grass, because a lot of them got you know, they got anxiety from that, from looking at the computer so many hours. It's a major issue. So our generation, I say our generation, is really like, it's a huge, you know, when we say our generation, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, it was kind of similar. The scale was not going high from X to Y. You understand what I'm saying? It was not, it was very, very steady kind of, even though, because social media was not already allowing everything to share around the world. Today, our generation is built of 5 generations, anyway, from generation Gen Z and all those people, all the way to us, and all the way to my mother is still alive, thank God, and she's 90. Imagine she didn't even know when she was born about the thing called TV. You understand? So see how much gone and how much progress. And we need to understand that this generation went through so much because it has a purpose. That's why when you see today a lot of kids, and I'm not talking about the kids now in colleges, because those, I think the information failed on them. They've been exposed. They really suffer the most because they've been exposed to a lot of things that did not really elevate them, and also at the same time they were in the pandemic, so they lost some of their life really in periods of time. But the generation that now is born, the new generation,
Mhm.
is a generation of angels, in my opinion. It's going to be the wow generation,
Yeah.
and that's going to be a generation that's going to take us very far. And I say it in so many ways by the way the kids answer today and talk to me, and like I'm talking about the 3-4 years old kids, how they express themselves and the things that they say to me, that I'm like, that's not a young soul. That's a
Mm.
very enlightened soul, right?
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna see big miracles. So today I had a conversation with my friend, and I said to him, he said to me, Rafi, do you see that there's gonna be some heavy things? I said, yeah, because the pendulum is moving to the right and to the left, and I teach it in my course, Bending Reality, that we all been part of that, and I'm gonna do another one very soon.
Yay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great one. And but um, in the big scale of things, you need to know when to jump off the pendulum so you're not getting affected by that, because the pendulum will swing to the left and to the right. And as long as you're alive, you are part of the swing, unless you know how to master the key and jump out of the swing and know when to jump in and out. And we're all gonna leave one day, and then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But when you're in the game of life, understand the swing. Yeah, it's going to be heavily lifted, and then it's going to get much better, in my opinion. And the main thing is, he said to me, so how do you keep positive? I said, because I know that everything is a cycle. So you just have to know, okay, the cycle is going this way. I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to ride. I'm not going to let affected. And I'm going to affect my people by not affected by that. Because if I'm affected by that, everybody around me, imagine you come in the morning and say to me, hi, Rafi, how are you? And I say, I'm great. Or I'm saying, well, did you hear what happened in Israel? Of course, I'm Israeli. I can share every day what happened in Israel. And of course, it touched my heart. But if that would be all day what I carry with me, everybody around me would not feel so comfortable to be next to me, because it would rub on them sooner or later. and we need to elevate all the time. We have to have compassion. There was a big rabbi, he was a Kabbalah man, Baal Shem Tov. And he said one day there was a man that said that he needs really help for something that he happened to his family, in his family member. And somebody went very far. He came a few days on a horse with this chariot and everything. And then he left. He came, he said to him, I cannot help you. I cannot help you. That's not something I can help you. That's a certain, if you want to call it karma, that is beyond my control. I can just help. So the man went back home and he cried. He said, so Baal Shem Tov said to him, can I join you on the ride back home? And he went all the way out of the village, which is very far. And then he walked all the way back, which took him another day to come back. So he say that his students, he had many students, and said to him, why did you're already telling the news, why would you continue the conversation? There's so many people that say, he said, because if you can't do anything for somebody, at least you can cry with them. So it's important to have the compassion and to cry with somebody. It's another thing to fall into the pattern of negative flow. And that can drag you down. And by the gravity of that, it will bring everybody around you the same vibration. And all people are going to say, oh, well, I'm going to be there. Or they're going to leave you. And then you really feel, well, the world is so bad. It's like even now, people say to me, well, the economy is so bad right now. People closing restaurants, blah, 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 blah. But if that's what you talk, you're going to find those that also their restaurant open and they're going to feed off each other how horrible it is. And they will be stuck in that pattern rather than break the pattern and says, no, I heard that if you do 1, 2, 3, this is the things to do today. I think that you can use AI to do that. I think you can use that. And look what's out there and be positive. And I know that you're one of the most positive people, and I love it. Really, and I commend you for that because you're going for a lot yourself, and I think your positivity is beyond what everybody see, and that rubs on everybody around you too, right? And that's why you have so many great things coming your way because you deserve it, because that's what you do. So, bottom line, law of attraction, right?
Yes.
So that's a piece of what I have to share.
I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah. And you're right. It is. It's the fact of being compassionate and being empathetic, but not being so much that you are dragged down or you
Yeah.
allow people to affect that energy because you're right. You'll be alone or things will just get worse. But if
Yes.
we can just stay in, I mean, my health, it's up and down, but it's like, hey, it's okay. Things are going to happen the way they're supposed to. And the pendulum is always swinging. So bad and good, bad and good.
Yes. And
It's okay.
I said to my friend, he's a big celebrity. I'm not going to mention his name, but he went through a big health scare. And I talked to him. I said to him, listen, I got to tell you something that once a spiritual person came and told me, and I think that you suffer from the same issue. And I'm going to tell you that today. And he said, what is it? I said, you fail to know the difference between sharing your light and sharing your light bulb. And that's the difference. Sharing your light is one thing, but a lot of people, when they see that you have so much to share and to give, they start to take your light bulb, your essence, and that is irreplaceable. And we need to know when to say, stop, no, this is my time. This is for me now. So important. As important as giving is how to preserve the energy to yourself, when to say no. The Buddhism talk about it, and they have the book of art of saying no. So hard, but so profound.
So to preserve yourself, preserve self-love, preserve who you are and preserve
Time. Let's start with time. So many people, and especially celebrities, get pulled in so many directions. Hey, I need to do this. Hey, I need to do that. Hey, hold on. How many of you see the lounge?
Yeah.
Rafi.
Busy.
I'm eating now. I'm talking to somebody now, right? There
Mhm.
needs to be boundaries. If you don't know how to create your boundaries, sooner or later you will fall down. There's so much because it's not the people's fault. You told them it's okay. You taught them, you let them think it's okay.
Yeah.
And then you go tired more and more and more and more. And one day the body said, I'm tired. But sometimes it's a minute too late. And then it can be heart failure, brain stroke, so many things. You understand? And it's because you did not listen, not to your body, to yourself, because you knew better. When we get really tired, we know we're getting tired. We don't need a body to tell us. We know, oh, when we have too many drinks, we know we had too many drinks, right?
Yes. Yes.
Makes sense. So really, that's
Wow.
the my advice for people: preserve your light. You want to share light. All the spiritual people that want to share light, all the teachers, all the yoga teachers, all those people that come to the lounge, share your light. Also know when to say, "I can't. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's okay."
That you're right. You're right. I think because we give so much. And before when it's too late is when we find out rather
Yes.
than listening and knowing.
Yes.
And that can be hard because we always want to please and be, we want to be there for people and we love people and we care about people. So it
Exactly.
gets tricky.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you ask me to sum up our talk today,
Yes.
first, always seize the moment. B, always see the world with your child eyes. And C, always know the art of saying no when needed. Those are the three things.
I love that. Write that down. That is huge, guys. That is golden nuggets. You're getting it from Rafi, who has taught me so much, and he lives by this truth. So oh my gosh, I so appreciate you so much. You just know how much I adore you. I really do.
Me too.
Wow. Well, this was amazing. And please check out Rafi's Lounge in Malibu. Go check it out. Go to some events. Go try it out. It's amazing. It's my happy place. Literally, it is my happy place. It's beautiful on Malibu. And so please, please go check it out. And is there anything else you'd like to say, Rafi?
No, I just wish for you, first of all the health and the love in the world that you well deserve. And I hope that everybody else can really try to uplift their self-being. And we always open for everybody who feel that they want to be uplifted here because we are a community, and community is key for us.
Yes. It's so much love. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. And thank you again to Rafi for joining us. And we're just going to have you back if that's okay.
Absolutely, anytime.
All right. Awesome. All right, guys. Have a beautiful, blessed day. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Don't need you. Tell me what I can and can't do. I'm in charge of what I feel. It's just a game I play for